Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm here for the review for Love and Hip Hop New York, season 6, episode 3, I believe. So let's just get into it. So we start off where we left off, of course, with Amina, Peter, and Tara's bullshit. And Amina and Tara, they're out in the hallway arguing, and security holding them both back. I'm like, what the fuck is either one of these bitches gonna do? Amina's pregnant, and Tara, you gonna hit somebody that's pregnant? Like, I guess whatever. Tara sitting here talking about some. You want my life. You want my life. You keep on getting pregnant by a man that you know doesn't want you. This, that, and third, just to keep him. I was like, and then Amina was like, you've been the side chick, for all this time, blah blah blah, whatever. Like, congratulations, basically saying how Tara has always been the side chick to Peter or whatever, whatever. And like, she's like, oh, shut up, Amina. I was like, both of y'all bitches need to shut up. For real, especially your ass, Tara. She wants your life. But last time I recalled, Peter married her. So I think you want her life. I think you want the ring. And you mad because you didn't. Now, yes, the ring didn't mean a thing in Kim Zolciak's voice. Because if it did, he wouldn't be doing this bullshit he doing to Amina with your stupid ass. But at the same time, it don't mean that what you doing is not right. Because you doing the same thing that she did to you. And you just gonna cause bad karma for your own fucking self. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit was just fucking stupid. I wanted to slap the shit out of both of them, especially Tara. Gonna sit up here and talk about something. I don't want neither one of y'all bitches' lives. To be quite honest, but I definitely don't want Tara's life because, it's true. When Peter was in a relationship a long time ago, we all know the story. Tara was the side chick then. And she's the side chick now. You're playing yourself in DJ Khaled's voice. Quit playing yourself. I'm just saying. Okay, what else happened with this storyline? Okay, so Amina meets up with her twin Jazz comes over to the apartment or whatever, and I forgot how much those two look alike. Like, I swear to you, if they didn't have different color hair, I wouldn't know who was. Well, no, I can't say that because Amina has the little heart thing, on her neck or whatever, the heart tattoo. But still, that probably, I don't know, because considering the fact that they are twins, that probably would be the first thing that you would look for if they, didn't have different color hair. You know what I'm saying? But, so she's telling Jazz about the situation with, Tara or whatever and everything that happened. And, she's like, is Jazz just looking like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, like she's just shocked about what's going on. And, then she lays the bombshell on Jazz that she's pregnant again by, Peter. And Jazz was like, oh, no. And, Amina, she's saying that she don't want to be pregnant by him again. Like, she don't want him. But at the same time, Amina, I understand it's her husband and everything. And usually when you are married to somebody, of course, y'all not going to be using condoms anymore because y'all married. But the sleazeball, the sleazeball you fucking married before you married him. You know what I'm saying? And your ass should have just stayed in motherfucking Germany. What was it, last season when you had the motherfucking chance? Your ass should have just stayed there. She might not even necessarily have to stay there. She could have still been in New York, but just not been fucking around with Peter's ass. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I get it. She don't really have no friends out here, this, that, and third. So maybe, yeah, it probably would have been better for her to stay out in Germany with her family for a while until she had enough strength to know that she won't gonna be fucking with Peter's bitch ass no more. And then move back out, to New York or wherever. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, and Tara sitting up here saying that I only got pregnant by him to keep him or whatever. Like, I don't want him and da da da. And she, she feeling like she don't know if she want to, I guess, abort it or not because she don't want to feel like a fucked up person. But at the same time, I mean, I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a hard decision. That's a hard not life decision to make. But at the same time, you don't want to bring another child into the world with the motherfucker that, you know, he ain't showing no kind of improvement whatsoever. He ain't showing that he about you and only you. You know what I'm saying? That nigga for every fucking body. But, you know, I guess, you know, like, because there was rumors going around that Amina had got an abortion, so I don't know, maybe she really ended up doing it, but I guess we'll find out later on in the season. Okay, who I want to talk about next? I think I want to talk about Yandy and Mendices, I believe. Yeah, Yandy and Mendices, they meet up with Pap and Remy for dinner. And, you know, Mendices is basically explaining his jail situation to them or whatever, whatever, saying how he's facing 20 years. And, you know, he's basically, you know, basically just asking about Remy's experience. And she's telling him, like, you know, when she was away, when she went away, her son was 7, and you know she got out, he was 14, and he always says, you know, Mom, it's fine, you know, because she be feeling bad about it, you know, she be beating herself up about it, and he'll tell her like, no, Mom, it's okay, you know, you did the best that you know, you did what you could while you were away. But then when he's mad at her, he kind of throws it in, you know, her face or whatever. And you know, Mendices, he feels like since he's been out of jail from the first, you know, when he did that year or whatever, he said he feel like he's been closer to his kids, closer to them than ever. You know what I'm saying? And in a way, I do kind of feel bad for him because of the simple fact that I do feel like Mendices is trying to take at least he's taking responsibility for what he did. Unlike motherfucking Apollo's ass, he just seemed like he never taking responsibility for, you know, for what the fuck he did. So I just definitely don't feel sorry for Apollo. But Mendices, I kind of, you know, got 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 a soft spot for him. But so anyway, so they're still talking or whatever, and he talks about how basically how, you know, we pretty much see that him and Remy is on the same page as far as like, you know, how, you know, as far as like Yandy talking about buying houses and thinking about the future or whatever, when we got to think about this court date, and then how Yandy and Papoose pretty much is on the same page as far as trying to think about the future and not thinking about what, you know, what's really ahead of them right at this moment. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that was cute though, you know, seeing that little scene together of all them together. Um, we also have a scene where this is another touching scene to me. Mendices talking to the youth or whatever. He been making his rounds, boy, I tell you. But his oldest son, little Mendices, was there listening to him as he was talking. His son was asking, you know, at the end of it or whatever, his son was asking him questions or whatever, and you know, he just answered his son the best way he could, you know, about his mistakes that he's made and how, you know, he plans on, you know, doing better and, you know, whatever. And he kisses his son, I think on the forehead or something like that, or the cheek, one of them. And his son was like, you know, can you stop kissing me in public? Like, it's embarrassing. And I said, oh. I cracked up a little bit at that. I said, oh. And, you know, he was like, you know, you gonna always be my little baby. So that, you know, that ain't gonna stop no time soon. So you might as well get used to it. And he's like, oh, okay, Dad, you know. But it was so cute, though. But, and also, I think the last scene with them, was Yandy and Mendices, and I think it was, I think they went to his court date or something like that, and that was the end of that with them. Um, I guess the next thing to talk about is Dejanay and Penny Proud, aka Mo and Lexi. So, Mo has a sit down with Yandy and was telling her, you know, she understand that everything that happened at the cipher was unprofessional, this, that, and the third. And Yandy was like, you know, she's not going to place blame on, like, anybody in particular. She feel like both parties. Oh, sorry, I was looking at a notification. But she feel like both parties were wrong in the situation or whatever, and she tells her about Rashida, and Yandy is pretty much like she don't feel like Rashida is qualified as a manager. She's calling her thirsty or whatever. She calls Rashida, Mo calls Rashida a thirsty bitch or whatever. And like I said, Yandy is saying that she doesn't feel like Rashida is qualified to be a manager, and Mo is just hoping that, Dejanay is hoping that Penny Proud will be on the same page with her about this whole manager situation. Um, so I guess they're working out the next scene with Penny Proud and Dejanay together. Um, I think they was working out. I think they was working out or something. And Mo, aka Dejanay walks up to Penny Proud talking about some what's up, daughter? And Lexi, she's kind of irritated, like in her confessional, saying like I walk up and the first thing she say, "What's up, daughter?" Did she, get in trouble for that the last time? Cause y'all remember she said that the Brandy, not Brandy, why do you want to call that child Brandy? Bianca. She said that to Bianca when she walked up on her ass. And I'm just like, I mean, is that a New York thing? Now, I mean, I know people that's from New York, but I haven't heard nobody use that term. But I mean, different boroughs or whatever do different things or whatever, or say different things or slightly different things. If you from New York and you watch me, y'all let me know in the comments. Do is that a New York thing? Y'all call walk up with people and call them daughter? Cause I be looking at a motherfucker like I only have one mother. Okay, like, and you ain't it, bitch. Dejanay, you ain't it. All right, but anyways, so they have a conversation, and Mo, she tells, she's like that. She feels like Rashida does favoritism, and Lexi is understanding where well, I'm sorry, Penny Proud is understanding where Dejanay is coming from, and Penny Proud is saying that it's Dejanay's pride. It's her pride, it's Rashida Ali's pride that's getting in the way of this whole situation, and for them to fix the shit. She says she met up with Yandy, Dejanay. She says she met up with Yandy, and Penny Proud feel like that was that's disloyal or whatever, and Dejanay talking about some, it was disloyal for you to still sit there with Rashida and everything, and she telling her like, well, I was, like trying to, she facing it, explaining, Penny Proud explaining like, I was trying to take up for you or whatever, this, that, and the third, and Penny Proud ain't with the whole idea of firing Rashida Ali, so they just need to have a talk or whatever and see, but Dejanay already got her mind made up that Rashida is out. They have their rehearsal. Ra shows up. Penny Proud is the mediator. Dejanay tells Ra that she went to Yandy, and Ra is just immediately taken aback by it, this, that, and the third, and she was like, I don't care who it is, you just don't go to no other person about being a manager or whatever, like that's disloyal. I mean, people go to seek people about being somebody's manager every day, B. I'm just saying, and she's sitting up here talking about some Rashida talking about some Yandy hasn't made nobody since Jim Jones, and I hate that because At least Yandy took took somebody's career somewhere. What have you done? What have you done, Rashida Ali? I'm just saying, what have you done? At least Yandy has done something. Now I don't know who else she has managed that has went to some kind of level in their career, but at least I mean, at least she did somebody. You ain't do shit for no fucking body. And these bum bitches on deck, I don't see them being going anywhere. So, but they start arguing again about that. And Rashida, she pretty much saying she done with the shit. She done with them. You know, and I guess she was supposed to be planning some kind of launch party for them or something, but she said that she's not gonna be a part of that no more. Neither. This is like, I mean, this disloyal word is just being thrown around a lot. I mean, now don't get me wrong. I feel like Dejanay did kind of go meet with Yandy out of spite because, you know, she is the so-called enemy's manager. The enemy is Bianca, and she went to her manager to seek, some kind of management, situation with her or whatever. So I do feel like Dejanay did it out of spite. I don't feel like she did it because, oh, I just don't really see it working, whatever, whatever. But at the same time, you know, people go see people about, if they feel like the situation isn't working, they go see people about they go see other people about being their manager every fucking day. Everybody, and Rashida was saying something about them being their competitors. I think, or something like that. She was saying everybody in this music industry is in competition. I'm just saying. But like I said, I do feel like Dejanay did it out of spite, but whatever. Moving on, the last storyline, of course, DJ Self. He's with Yurma. What's her name? Yogi Bear? I don't know. Fuck. They at dinner or whatever, and it's just them there at the whole restaurant. And he, is talking about how he wants to bring her out in public, and she's like, public, like, it's just us here or whatever. And that's when he starts to tell her about Mariah Lynn's birthday party or whatever, and tells him he wants to introduce her as his girl, and she's cool with that. Then we have Mariah Lynn and him in the studio together, and she's playing her track, and I'm just like, and I really wish I had the fuck to give to remember how that shit went, so I could, try to imitate it for y'all, but I don't even remember how the shit went. And he was like, she's good in this, he doesn't have, he was like, he doesn't have a problem with what she does in the studio. It's just her performance is not, she wasn't on her A game during the cypher. I don't really feel like she's on her A game, period, when it comes to this music shit, but alright, and he brings it up to her. He brings it up to her. She says she was having an off day. She tells him that Rich Dollars is hosting her birthday thing or whatever. She says they dated for a year off and on, and I said, was this around the same time? No wonder him and Monique, her and Moniece been beefing back and forth on Twitter. Okay, not Twitter, Instagram. Okay, got you. I got you. All right. So Cardi B, she comes in, and her and Mariah Lynn, they get acquainted or whatever. She's like, hey, what's up, girl? Da da da. Whatever. I can't do Cardi B's accent because it's one thing to do a New Yorker's accent, but when you have a New Yorker who is also Latina, two accents put together and trying to, I don't know. I might get that shit sooner or later though. But she was like, but they was complimenting each other. Mariah Lynn was like, oh, your breasts or whatever. She was like, yeah, I got the big old titties or whatever. And she brings up the cipher to Cardi B. Cardi feeling some type of way, saying Self doesn't believe in her music career, yada yada yada. And honestly, I heard some shit from Cardi B the other day. I feel like she better than fucking Mariah Lynn, so I feel like you should be more invested in her than fucking Mariah Lynn's ass. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know. But anyway, so Mariah invites her to her birthday party, and now DJ Self, he's worried because not only is his girl coming, now Mariah Lyndon invited Cardi B and trying to say he, basically trying to blow up his spot or whatever. Nigga, you blowing up your own spot because them bitches was gonna find out sooner or later about this bullshit. So you got nobody to blame but yourself. But anyways, so okay, yeah, the last thing. We get to the birthday party. DJ Self, he thinks that Cardi is gonna be somewhere else, looking on her Instagram, so he thinking he's out the clear. Mariah and Rich, they walk up on him and his girl, whatever, and Rich says that him and Mariah are friends because Self asked about the whole situation, and Mariah, she's like, Self needs to stop worrying about her when pretty much he the one out here being the fucking hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just introduced me to old Cardi B in the studio, but now you got your girlfriend here at my party. You need to be worried about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I get Mariah trying to do business with Rich, but it seemed like she wanted a little bit more than that because she was all up on his ass. But they was all up on each other from what it looked like to me. What else happened? Cardi, she shows up. She greets Mariah Lynn. Mariah Lynn claims that she ain't, trying to start no trouble or whatever. I said, bitch, Mona put you up to this shit to stir the motherfucking pot. She told you that Self invited his girlfriend to come to your shit. And she told you to tell Cardi B to come too. We ain't stupid. But anyways, so Cardi B shows up. She peeps Self. She walks up to him and she says, yo, what's poppin'? Like, what's up? And Yurma, whatever the fuck her name is, she looking confused and shit, like, what the fuck is going on? And, she's like, what's up with this chick? And then, Cardi, she starts bucking. She said, yo, what's up with me or whatever? And she started putting her hand in the old girl face. And, Cardi said Self was eating her pussy out. I said, oh, girl, you had to say it like that. Yuma says it back, and then that's when Cardi says he's been fucking with her, and he's still fucking with her, and then she hits Yuma, and then she she kind of hitting her a little bit, and then but it's mainly like hair pulling the way I saw it, but yeah. And then that was pretty much the end of the episode. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. I will be back in here for Black Ink Crew Chicago 9 Mag. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. And I'll see you guys in a few for Black Ink Crew.